There's an article that came out last week that I had intended to cover, but I went ahead and pushed it forward because, well, so many things were happening. It's a timeless issue, so timeless that I would argue that it's something we've been dealing with to some extent for the last 2,000 years. With that said, the last 60 or 70 years, it has risen to become a real serious challenge here in the United States of America, and that is our freedom of religion. I've said it before, I'll say it again. Almost every attack they're putting against us comes down to this, comes down to ending Christianity. According to an article from End Times Headlines, Biden Education Department accused of forcing woke agenda on Christian schools. And I think we all know this, but the statistics are actually pretty breathtaking. The United States Department of Education is being accused of unjustly targeting Christian colleges and universities, allegedly to advance a woke agenda. The American Principles Project, a conservative think tank, published a report earlier this month that cites the department's Office of Enforcement actions against Christian schools. According to the report, although Christian colleges and universities have fewer than 10% of the students in the U.S., they make up around 70% of the penalties imposed by the Office of Enforcement. It is crystal clear to, I'm sure, many, if not most, if not all of you, and it's definitely clear to me, that they are attacking the faith, regardless of which faith it is. But in particular, Christianity is their target. And I don't care if you're talking about wokeness, if you're talking about the LGBTQIA plus supremacy agenda, you can be talking about globalism, abortion, open borders. All of it comes down to this. All of it is designed to chip away at Christianity, not just our religious freedoms, okay, but Christianity itself. They want to diminish it. They do this not just through laws, not just through direct attacks such as this. They do it through, obviously, cultural infiltration. They want people to be watching OnlyFans instead of reading their Bible. They want people to be glued to Netflix or whatever instead of something more wholesome, something more directly attributable to not just their family, but to God Almighty. And so these attacks are going to continue. We're going to continue to highlight them because it's little minor things like this that don't make huge headlines. They're not going to talk about this on Fox News. But when you think about it, 70% of the penalties imposed by the Department of Education are being directed towards 10% of the colleges, the Christian colleges. Now, is that going to change under Donald Trump? We can pray that it will, but do not take it for granted. There are a lot of things that slip through the cracks, and this certainly seems like one of those things. You can find my channels, my articles, my socials at jdrucker.com/find. That's jdrucker.com/find.